welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Cupid. I'm a tarot reader, but I'm also an artist, as you can see as we are in my studio. Also a part-time grad student. If you've been following me, you've been subscribed, that's also why I've been MIA. I've just been so busy. It's Friday today, and I was having a pretty great day, and I thought, what could I do to just give back to myself and have a little fun like I used to? And I was like, I could do a tarot reading. So that's why we're here. We're going to get into your reputation. Super excited to get into this reading. Picked out some awesome groups for you guys. Before we get into that, I just want to remind everybody that I am open for personal readings. I have always been open for personal readings. I actually just did one. Only thing that is different now than in the past is that all of my readings are question based, and I give them as long as you provide a donation of any amount. And I do that now because this is a service that I provide for spiritual purposes. I'm not here to get rich, not here to make a dollar off you, this is not a business. This is just something that I do for fun. That has started being really helpful to people. So far, this model has worked for me. It's worked for my clients. Things run smoother. People are able to get the help and the guidance they need more consistently. If you're interested in that, the link for that is in the description box below. Also in the description box is the link to my art shop if you're interested in just checking out what I got going on, or you want to see what's available. I have prints, I have originals. Maybe you just want to check out and see what I do. I definitely appreciate that. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the groups. Like I said, it's all about your reputation, so I cannot wait to see you at your reading. Welcome to the group selection. As you can see, I have 3 groups. I know they're really tiny right now, but that's just the way it is. These are some really tiny charms that I've come across. The first one, group 1, is going to be this cute little cross. I got this off of a candle, if it matters. The second group is going to be this little heart charm. As if you can't see clearly, it's okay. I'm going to put a picture soon. But it has like a boy and a girl, and they kind of look like keyholes that are cut into the charm, okay? And then group 3 is going to be this little shark tooth. It's one of my favorite charms, okay? So these are your groups. I'm going to put a picture so that you can pause the video and meditate on which group you belong to. Once you decided on your group, all timestamps for each reading will be in the description box below. I will see you on the other side. Hi, group 1. You have chosen the silver cross. I'm going to pull a number of cards for you, including some oracle cards, okay? And also my pirate cards, which I'm really excited to use. I'm going to shuffle the cards, and then I will catch you on the other side. Group 1, your reputation has a lot to do with you moving on from a situation where you were rejected in some way, okay? There is someone or some group in the background that you left behind, and there is an energy here of things having worked out for you, and people knew it would, right? We have the high priestess here. So I'm getting here that a lot of people saw this coming for you, that whatever this thing was or however this situation turned out, there was a good bit of people connected to the situation or adjacent who kind of had their faith in you and believed you had the situation under control or that you would come out on top, okay? I feel like this is also you kind of using your intuition though about a situation. Like I said, it's like people, they see you having it under control. So it's like they see you as this high priestess having things under control, being aware of what's happening around you. Your reputation is that you are aware of something. Okay, now I want to go to this Four of Swords here, right? We have this guy, he's sitting all kind of lonely or whatever in this jail cell. Your reputation is kind of like you left somebody either blocked or on red or cut off from you. There's some other thing in the background where a block exists, okay? I'm getting a person who made the wrong decision and is kind of having to live with the consequences of that decision, right? I'm hearing shut down, okay? I'm also hearing like they didn't choose you. They were indecisive, right? And I say that because there's also, when I pulled this Four of Swords, there was this Four of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck here, okay? This is somebody who feels like they made the wrong decision. They didn't choose correctly here. And they feel that whatever they went towards was possibly false. It's either they went towards something that was false or they were indecisive, because four is a stagnant kind of energy, right? This is a stalling kind of energy, something that has been stalled. And it's because they've stalled on you, it's almost like it put them in this kind of hole, right? And like I said, this can be an individual or this can be a group, this can be a situation. Remember, energy is fluid, but yeah, so I feel like, and then I feel like this person is, or this group kind of regrets, right? We have this Seven of Swords that also came out with the High Priestess. So something about this situation, maybe they gave a shitty offer, right? Somebody who gave you a bad offer, right? Maybe they were breadcrumbing you, or they were trying to gaslight you, or they were trying to give you less than you were deserving of, and they were trying to be slick about it, right? This is you kind of peeping their intention, and kind of like, it's almost like your intuition led you away from them, and they didn't expect that, right? They thought that either they had time to play with you, or that they maybe they thought that they would be able to, or they thought that they had time to make the decision, or there was something where they thought that they could kind of just have you in the background waiting, but they didn't expect you to kind of jump ship on them, okay? Here we have, I did say I was going to pull my pirate cards. So this card, I don't pay too much, with these cards I don't pay too much to the numbers. I pay a lot attention to the information on the card. So we have Richard Worley, okay? It said he set out from New York with an ill crew and carried few supplies. They captured a boat laden with household goods, right? So we're seeing this is a situation where a man and his crew kind of took a chance and set out from New York, and they had very few supplies, right? And so I think this is about you, and how also perhaps how this person or these group of people see you, as well as the people who kind of believed in you, right? Your reputation here is you're somebody who maybe they didn't have every absolute little thing that they needed, or maybe, you know, you may do with what you had, right? I'm seeing a reputation of being brave, right? Courageous, and somebody willing to take chances. Like I said, this situation over here, this person didn't expect you to not need them as much, right? They saw the little you had and thought that they could exploit it. They thought that they could, you know, use it against you, use it to their advantage, so that you are always, you know, with your hand out, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't realize that having those few supplies, that does not deter you from going where you need to go, right? And look, they captured a boat laden with household goods because of your willingness to move on, move forward, take chances. You get blessed, right? You are abundant. This person didn't see your abundance. They judged your abundance based off the quantity of what you had to, in their mind, what you had to offer, but they don't understand the quality of your spirit is what keeps you abundant and intuitive, right? Having a mindset of abundance means that you are open to receiving information about people who are up to no good, right? You're not afraid of losing people. You want to know. You want to see people clearly, right? So let me move on. So we also have here, I wanted this card to be a secret, so I left it flipped over. Let's look at it now. Turquoise Lotus Mother. An old pattern is finally ending. You are to be lifted from your struggle, freed from a weight of the past. You have learned all that you need to learn, and now it is time for relief, release, divine protection, and the happiness of a healed heart and a peaceful soul. Yes, like I said, your reputation is that you left something behind. Your reputation is that you are moving on, moving forward. You're starting over in your life, and that you're healing from this, right? That you're abundant from this, that you will continue to be abundant from moving forward, right? The reputation is that you really can't be stopped. We have footprints are a symptom of action, right? So what people are saying about you, or people recognizing, that contributes to, you know, how people see you. They see the consequences of your actions. They see your footprints in the sand, right? They see what you do, right? They see the proof, right? The proof in the pudding, right? When you put in the work, there is a output that people can observe, and that's what this is about. And it's also about the distance. It's about the distance that you've traveled, that you've moved forward, right? And this person, like I said, there's a stagnancy over here with this person and their situation. It's almost like they wanted to stall you in hopes that it would propel them, not realizing that you, like I said, you can't be stopped. They have to figure out how to propel themselves within themselves. And it's almost like them looking forward at the footprints that you've left behind you, and it's like that's all they have left of you, just the proof of your making. Okay, I have 2 more cards I want to read. One more card. Okay, one more card was right beneath, it was at the bottom of the deck. It said beasts use their teeth, man uses his hands. Hands and feet to me are kind of the same here. And so I think this is about how this person used their teeth like a beast, right? This could mean that they were lying. This could mean they were lying through their teeth. This could mean that maybe they were using, you know, their good looks, or they were just talking, right? It was basically shallow. Whatever they were using, they used shallow materiality and I don't even know, like low vibrations to guide them. And it's like instead, on the other hand, you used your hands, you used your feet, you used your God-given resources and made do with the resources available to you, right? You made for yourself. Instead of trying to manipulate, you build. And I mean, you know, I hope that sounds cool, right? Instead of trying to manipulate, you created, right? Why manipulate when I could create? Why, you know, coerce when I can create? You know what I mean? When I can collaborate. So that's the difference. So anyway, I want to end your reading here, group 1. I really hope it resonated. If it did, go ahead and give this video a like by clicking the little thumbs up button. And don't forget, I am available for personal readings. They are question-based, and you can receive a reading by giving a donation of any amount. The information for that is in the description box below, along with the link to my shop, so you can check out my art. I have some prints, I have originals. Go take a look, see what you like. And lastly, feel free to leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you subscribe so that you can come back and see me. All right, group 2, you have chosen this little cute heart charm. I thought this charm was so interesting. I forgot where I got it, but every time I look at it, it's kind of perplexing because it has these 2 little people inside, a woman and a little boy, or a little girl and a little boy, okay? And they have these cutouts on their figure but the cutouts kind of look like two keyholes. So I always thought that was interesting. I will say that it does make me think of like bisexuality or being like sexually fluid. So that was my first thought. So for some of you, maybe part of your reputation has to do with your sexuality. Maybe it has to do with you liking the same sex as well as the opposite. But I also just got something here about somebody having two children or twins, right? So there's something about twins or two siblings, right? There's something about siblings here, and their paternal maternal lineage, right? So yeah, that's coming through. So let's just see what the cards give us. All right, I'm just gonna pull a number of cards from different decks, from some tarot decks, from my pirate deck, from a oracle deck, and we'll see what is your reputation group 2. So the first cards I'm going to shuffle, and then I'll see you guys on the other side. Group 2. Okay, I'm getting a pretty specific kind of story. This is somebody, you are somebody whose life has changed, right? That's the general consensus regarding your reputation. You've changed. You used to be somebody who was wild and fun, okay? I'm getting this 3 of Wands here. Yes, I'm covering it up because, you know, YouTube has guidelines and whatnot. But the 3 of Wands was at the bottom of the deck here, and you got Death, who I also have to cover up just because of the, you know, YouTube guidelines. But basically, it seems, and then there's a woman here, a naked woman that represents death. And so I feel like the general consensus is that there's some woman or partner that came into your life, and now you are a different man or different person, right? I'm just throwing that out in terms of like the stereotypical ideas. Like you've changed, man. You used to go out drinking and chasing the girls, and now you're at home. You're a family man. That's the vibe here, right? We have Death, and then on top of that, we have this Knight of Pentacles. Now you're saving money. Now you're thinking about how often you do things. You know, you're thinking about the long term. You're maturing in ways that your friends are noticing, and they're attributing it to this new partner that you have. Okay, we have the 4 of Cups over here at the bottom of the deck. This lets me know that at some point in your life, maybe you were non-committal, you were indecisive, you just liked having fun. And like I said, with all these cups here, it looks like somebody's going back and forth drinking. And so it's like maybe you used to like to party, right? You partied more, you went out more. And they see you as somebody who, like I said with this Knight of Pentacles, you're thinking a lot more rationally and thinking more long term, right? You're being more mature, right? It does feel like there's more, like you're taking on more responsibility in your life. I do feel that for some of you, there is also a sense of you're having a child with somebody, and so that's part of why you've started maturing in certain ways, because this charm, it does look like something that might be on like a Mother's Day thing or a new mom kind of thing, a baby shower thing. Like I said before, I heard twins, I heard paternal, maternal. But I feel like so for some of you, maybe you're about to have a child with somebody, and maybe it's your first child, or maybe the people you're hanging out with, they just feel like this is kind of taking you away from them, and it's taking you away from them because they want to do stuff that you might not necessarily feel is conducive to your responsibilities right now. Okay, I do feel like perhaps your partner or you is recovering from a pregnancy, or just had a baby, or is going to have a baby soon. That's why this recovery is here. But I also feel like this recovery is kind of them wanting you to come back, right? I say this because we also have at the bottom of my pirate deck, we have Steed Bonnet, and it says, this respectable middle-aged man suddenly became a pirate. Bonnet was hanged at Charleston, South Carolina in 1718. So listen to that again. This respectable middle-aged man suddenly became a pirate. When I read that, it sounded more like what they want. Maybe you're middle-aged, maybe you're not, maybe you're a man, maybe you're not. But it's more so about kind of that maturity level, right? That responsibility. So they feel like it's kind of like they want you to suddenly snap out of it and become a pirate again, and go out and play and like I said, and drink and party again. We have rule number 7, which is what I got from the pirate deck. It says, anyone that doesn't keep their weapons clean or in any other ways is not prepared for action, will not receive their share of any treasure, and will suffer what further punishment the captain and the crew think fit. Okay, so this is about being prepared. It's basically saying if you don't got your shit together, you will not eat. If you don't have your shit together, you will not reap. If you don't got your shit together, we gonna do with you as we will. And so this is kind of like your mindset. They see you as somebody who's thinking about the future, thinking long term, thinking about what you're building and growing. And it's something that they haven't seen before, or it's something that they haven't experienced from you in a while. And so it's kind of like your reputation is that you've just switched up and just become really mature and really responsible, and they really want you to come back and hang out and be your old self again, is what I'm getting. But like I said, I feel like you're dealing with being a new parent, or you're just in a place mentally where you realize you want to have children, or you met somebody you want to have children with. But I do feel like there's the larger story here does have to do with a new partner, that the nature of this relationship with this partner has you being more mature. Maybe this is not even somebody you're dating, right? We have death. So maybe the person that you're having a child with, you're not even with anymore, but you guys have to co-parent. Or maybe you broke up, but you are recovering from the breakup and recovering from what has happened in that relationship. I'm getting a number of things. I want to read this oracle card here. It says, Mother Fierce. Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured. In the midst of any apparent challenge or threat, no matter how frightening it may seem, no matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into more power, know that you are safe, you are protected, and you are loved. Interesting. It's like something coming from a mother fierce, right? Everything's going to be okay, right? So perhaps you're the one becoming a mother, or like I said, you are with somebody who is a mother or is becoming a mother. But I feel like this is about you taking a step forward, like I said, into more responsibility. And with this card here, it's almost like reassuring you that as you move forward, you are going to be safe, right? Your safety is assured, right? And so it's kind of like the way you may feel that you need to mother or father your children is the way the universe is feeling about you on this path that you're on, right? And it's kind of just like reminding you, and I feel like also validating you, this sense of responsibility you have. You're not alone, right? You know, oftentimes when we seek responsibility, we seek it out, you know, solo dolo. We just want to kind of prove it to ourselves that we're strong enough or big enough or fast enough. And it's kind of like the universe is like, yeah, while you're doing that, while you're taking on that responsibility and proving yourself, we're also going to be right there beside you, cheering you on, but also providing you with the guidance and the tools you need whenever you do need it, right? And so it's kind of like you understanding the value of this next chapter in your life in a way that these people who are thinking about you, they haven't gotten there yet. They don't understand yet the value of the actions you're taking, and they might not until they're in your same situation. So anyway, oh, and then last but not least, I wanted to show you the card that was at the bottom over here. We have stay in the sunlight in reverse. And so they feel like you just don't come out no more. They wish you would just come out, right? I mean, it's just another reiteration of what we've been saying. Stay in the sunlight reverse. They feel like you ain't getting no light. You don't ever come out with them. They feel like you're always working, you're unavailable. And they're also just saying like you're not out there in these streets. They want you out in these streets. That's kind of what I heard in the background. And they just feel like you're not able to like be out there outside, right? I'm getting outside. Like you don't be coming outside with them. Anyway, that's all I have for you today, group 2. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Give it a like. And before you go, I do want to remind you that I am available for private readings. These readings are question based, and all you have to do is give a donation of any amount to receive the reading. If all information for that is going to be in the description box, along with the link to my shop if you want to check out my art, see what I got, see what you like. And without further ado, thank you guys for watching. Feel free to leave a comment and make sure to subscribe so that you can come see me again. All right, group 3. I am so ready for your reading. You have chosen this little shark tooth. Okay, I'm excited to see how this plays into your reputation. I am going to be pulling from a number of cards, from some tarot decks, from some oracle decks, from my pirate deck, and when I'm done shuffling, I will catch you on the other side. Group 3, your reputation. Okay, so the first card we got here is the World, and what came out with it at the bottom of the deck was the Judgment card, right? And as you see in this card, this girl is kind of like on display, and this masked figure is watching her. And so the first thing I immediately got was that you are somebody being scrutinized or being watched on a large scale with the world, right? I'm hearing something going around, right? So you're somebody who, to me, is in the public. You're in the public eye, right? You could be an influencer. You could be a celebrity, a major celebrity, minor celebrity. You could be an OnlyFans model. You could be a YouTuber. But what I'm seeing is people judging you from afar, right? I do have these cards here, the Casanova Tarot. So on that note, some of these more mature themes will come out through the cards. So because they're there, that is present. I do see people judging you for what you do, whether it's explicit or your Ice Spice, right? Like, I feel like people are judging what you do. People don't like how you look. People don't like what you give, right? And I don't want to say it's because there's something wrong with what you do or what you give, but there are people kind of like hating on you. We have this Empress, and she's reversed, right? So this is about you being abundant. This is also about you being beautiful, right? The Empress is Venetian. This is about you being attractive and being fruitful through that attraction. And this is people in reverse wanting the opposite for you. People hoping things don't work out. When I flip the Empress right side up, I notice that she has this circle around her head that can look in a lot of ways like a target or a camera lens. And so there's that imagery again of somebody being on film or being in front of a camera, being on display, performing even, right? It seems like maybe she's holding This item here, it looks like maybe it's some type of instrument. So maybe you're a musician or you sing, right? I was thinking that singing or speaking with this tooth here. But like I said, like it's all going back to some type of performer who is visually accessible to a lot of people, right? With this going around, you're popular. I feel like you are popular in whatever niche that you're in. And your reputation is, it's like the reputation you have is that there are people who want to see your downfall, right? The reputation that you have is that, I don't know, it's almost like this is observational. Like you have haters who want your downfall. Like I think maybe there's enough people in this group to where that is your reputation. Your reputation is that you need to fail, right? And I feel like you're not, from what I'm seeing, you're not necessarily failing. I don't see that. Here we have travel light, right? And so it's like they almost want their dislike of you to be a burden. Oh, I almost forgot. So at the bottom of the deck, when I got this Empress in reverse, we have the Queen of Cups, right? Even though they want you to fail, they don't want you to be abundant. They don't want you to be seen as beautiful or attractive. They don't want you to attract the life you desire or that you're working for. But the reality here with this Queen of Cups is that you don't need them to validate your dream, right? You fill your own cup. You don't need them to validate what you're doing for yourself. And that's where they got you fucked up at, is that they don't realize that your cup is full. Your tank is full. You don't need them to propel you, right? And that's what they're mad about too, because they're like, dang, we want this bitch to fail, but she got too many people not wanting her to fail. Here we have Christopher Moody. It says, Moody's flag with an hourglass with wings was rumored to mean that his victim's time of living was flying away. So first of all, we have rumored, and we have victim's time of living was flying away. So it's like your reputation is that people are always saying like your time is up, right? Maybe part of your reputation is that people say things like your 15 minutes of fame is up and stuff like that. So that's what I'm getting. It's like there are people like watching the clock on you. Like they're wanting to watch the hourglass time down on you. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like with this travel light, it's like they really want their desire to see you fail be a burden on you. They want you to be burdened by their dislike of you. They want that to be enough for you to fail, right? Them just wanting you to fail. But with this travel light in reverse, the reverse is definitely just them wanting it. But I don't, like I said, all right, guys, I am so sorry. My camera cut off. So some of what I said may be lost forever. But anyway, where we left off, I wanted to just go ahead and lastly read this oracle card. That's what I believe I was doing. So hopefully this is it. But I kept it turned over because I wanted it to be a surprise. So let's get into it. It says, Ivory Swan Goddess. The Ivory Swan Goddess affirms your spiritual grace and purity. The purity of your inner light never fades and cannot be tainted. Release stories of guilt, shame, judgment, or fear that you are not enough in any way, so that you may realize your divine beauty. Be more of yourself and shine your loving divine light in the world. So when I read this, to me, I feel like it's just really affirming what I was saying here, firstly, about you cannot be stopped, right? Like I was saying, these people are behind the scenes, preying on your downfall, watching the timer, waiting for the moment where your time is up, but your time will not be up. Like this said here, your light never fades and cannot be tainted. You cannot be tainted by their hate or their dislike of you. You can't be tainted by their judgment. It says, release stories of guilt, shame, judgment, or fear that you are not enough. Like I said before, these people with their mask on, liking, following you on pages that you don't know anything about, screenshotting your posts, gossiping, anything they can to be a hater, they can do that as much as they want. but it will never really truly affect you. Like I said, because your light shines brighter than their hate. You are attracting more than you are repelling. So they're only wasting their time and energy by trying to attack you. You know what I'm saying? And then here it says, you may realize your divine beauty. I definitely feel like with this Judgment and the Queen of Cups and this and the Empress here, I feel like there's something about your looks. Perhaps you're a thicker girl, maybe you're a little busty, you know, or maybe your curves really work for you. There's something about your looks and how you are perceived as attractive that these people are really hating on and really want to be a major focal point of your downfall. They want your looks to be, they want your downfall to have something to do with your looks. But anyway, I am really sorry about the camera cutting off because, like I said, that stuff be gone. Like, in the moment is in the moment. But that's all I have for you today, Group 3. If you enjoyed this reading, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If it resonated, feel free to leave a comment. And just as a reminder, I am available for personal readings. All you have to do is give a donation, and the reading is question-based. If you're interested, all the information is in the description box, along with a link to my shop, where you can check out my art, see what you like, see what you love. And last but not least, thank you so much for watching. And if you'd love to come back and see me, make sure to subscribe. Have a good night, everybody.